In the hidden village of Konoha, where ninjas chased glory and legends were born with every sunrise, Shikamaru Nara only wanted a quiet, ordinary life, far from the chaos and expectations that surrounded him. He was a genius who preferred cloud watching to ambition, dreaming of a simple future far from the spotlight. While others trained relentlessly, he found peace in the gentle drift of clouds, letting his mind wander to places untouched by conflict. While others shouted their dreams for greatness, Shikamaru mumbled his wish for peace, finding the world of shinobi a troublesome affair. He kept to himself, content to be overlooked, never seeking the spotlight that so many others craved. His laziness masked a sharp mind, but he hid his brilliance to avoid responsibility. Teachers and peers often underestimated him, never realizing the depth of his strategic thinking. Yet destiny had other plans. No matter how hard he tried to stay in the shadows, conflict found him. The world seemed determined to pull him into its struggles, testing his resolve and forcing him to make difficult choices. Forced into the light, Shikamaru's journey became one of reluctant acceptance, not chasing dreams but carrying burdens he never wanted. Each step forward was a battle between his desire for peace and the needs of those around him. This is the story of how a boy who wished for nothing became one of Konoha's most dependable pillars, a leader shaped not by ambition, but by quiet strength and unwavering loyalty. Shikamaru's quiet life ended the moment he was thrust into a role he never asked for. He was chosen to lead the mission to retrieve Sasuke, a task that would test not only his intelligence, but his heart. Suddenly the lives of his closest friends rested on his shoulders. Every decision he made could mean the difference between life and death, a responsibility he had never wanted, but could not refuse. Under immense pressure, Shikamaru's strategic genius began to shine. He analyzed every possibility, guiding his team through one dangerous situation after another, always thinking several steps ahead. But even the best plans can fail. The mission ended in heartbreak. Sasuke was lost, and his friends were left wounded. Shikamaru felt the crushing weight of leadership, blaming himself for every injury, every tear. Ready to give up, he found comfort in his father's words. He was reminded that true shinobi are not those who never fail, but those who rise after falling, learning from their mistakes and growing stronger. Standing above his village, Shikamaru realized that his people needed him, even if he doubted himself. The burden of leadership was heavy, but he could not turn away. He accepted the challenge, not for recognition or glory, but because it was the right thing to do, for his friends, his village, and himself. From that day forward, Shikamaru quietly shouldered the mantle of leadership, prepared to face whatever trials awaited, determined to protect those who depended on him. The reluctant king had found his resolve, and with it, a new sense of purpose. Shikamaru's intellect was legendary. He could outthink any opponent, turning the tide with clever strategy. But his true strength was his heart. He fought not for pride, but to protect his friends. His empathy made him a better strategist, understanding his teammates' strengths and weaknesses. With Choji, he saw past insecurities, building trust and teamwork that made them formidable. Shikamaru's plans always put his friends first, using his mind as a tool for their safety. He never sought praise. His intelligence was simply a means to help those he cared about. In Shikamaru, genius and compassion worked hand in hand, making him an exceptional shinobi and friend. His loyalty gave his intellect purpose. The loss of his sensei, Asuma, left a deep scar on Shikamaru's heart. Asuma was more than a teacher. He was a mentor and father figure who saw Shikamaru's true potential. Grief threatened to overwhelm him, but Shikamaru turned pain into resolve. He avenged Asuma with a brilliant plan, honoring his master's memory with precision and heart. The responsibility to care for Asuma's family became his new purpose. Loss shaped Shikamaru, making him a more empathetic and mature leader. Even after avenging Asuma, the pain lingered, deepening his resolve to protect others. He carried sorrow quietly, letting it strengthen his commitment to a better future. Through loss, Shikamaru became a silent guardian for the next generation. Shikamaru's story shows us that heroism isn't always loud, flashy, or even sought after. Sometimes the greatest acts of courage are the ones that go unnoticed, performed by those who never asked for recognition. True strength can be quiet and even reluctant, found in those who step up not for glory, but because others need them. Shikamaru's willingness to act, even when he'd rather not, reveals a rare kind of bravery. He never wanted the spotlight, never craved attention, but through steady loyalty and sharp intellect, he became one of Konoha's brightest lights. His mind was his greatest weapon, and his heart, his guiding force. His calm under pressure and willingness to bear the burdens of others made him a pillar for his friends. In moments of crisis, he was the steady hand, the voice of reason, the one everyone could rely on. Shikamaru's reluctance was never a sign of weakness. It was a deep understanding of the true cost of leadership. He knew that every decision carried weight, and he never took that responsibility lightly. He chose duty over comfort, sacrifice over peace, and became a hero by necessity, not by desire. Each step he took was for the sake of others, even when it meant leaving his own comfort behind. His legacy is a reminder that heroism is found in the heart, in the quiet promise to protect what we love. It's in the silent vows we make to stand by those who need us, no matter the cost. Shikamaru Nara, the reluctant genius, the shadow strategist, and Konoha's unsung hero, teaches us that sometimes, the greatest heroes are those who never wanted to be heroes at all.